Good morning, good morning, good morning to all you beautiful people out there. Looks like a gloomy one out there today, y'all. If I may say so myself, it looks like it's gonna be a gloomy day, but hey, you're still up, you're still moving around. So if you are up and you are watching this thing, I would say you're blessed. uh let's get right to it, y'all. Thank you to all of my viewers and subscribers, people who have been following me. I really do appreciate it. Um, I want to say thank you for your patience because I have been a little busy where I could not be consistent with posting, and a lot of people have been asking me, you know, when are you gonna post and things like that. So I'm trying to at least give y'all one video a day. Um, I am posting these topics as I go along, and I pray about it, and I ask God, what should I be led to talk about today? So they are coming as fast as I get them. Okay, so please believe me, I'm going to try to post as much as possible. So thank you for your patience and everything. Also, you know, once again, uh, I want to send out my condolences to the Whitaker family on the passing of Shakira Whitaker. We are all still mourning and healing, and every day gets a little bit easier and better, but we still remember her. So let's continue to keep her memory alive by honoring her memory. Okay? Uh, Continue to keep her alive by honoring her memory. All right? Let's talk about this thing, y'all. Ooh, spite. Even when someone else is being spiteful towards you. All right. Um, let's talk about it for a second. Spite is a hard thing, um, and it can cause so many problems in the relationships that we have. All right. Especially when someone is doing bad things to you. We all tend to do it. We'll all do wrong. You can call it wrong. You can call it, what else can you call it? You can call it being hateful, petty, um, childish, you know, but the common word would be spiteful. Okay. And, how do you try to continue to love even when someone is being spiteful towards you? That's one of the hardest things to do, y'all. I'm not gonna lie to you, but you have to. And I always give examples and things like that, and I always give scenarios on different things that you can do to try to uh, do the opposite of what someone else is doing. Okay, so for my friendships, let's say this: for my friendships out there, if someone is being spiteful and you are trying not to be spiteful towards them, let me tell you how you do this. Okay, and I'll give an example uh, like this. If you and a friend, and let's talk about the money thing again. All right, if you and a friend have a money issue where they borrow money from you or you borrow money from them, um, the common thing that I see in those type of situations is, and this is where the spite comes in at. If the friend can't pay it back, then one of the things the other person likes to do is, out of spite, they will figure out what they have and what they're doing and then they'll bring that up. Okay. And the reason why they bring that up is because really they want their money back, but they don't know how to say it to that person. So the spiteful thing that that person will do is, oh, well, we ain't friends no more, or I'm cutting you off. I don't want to talk to you until you have my money. That's being spiteful. To be perfectly honest, you really don't know what that person is going through. And as hard as it can be, and as much as you may need that money back, you really need to figure out their struggle first. Because not knowing what they're going through uh, can possibly even put you in a bad situation where you're blocking your own blessing. I don't know if people ever told you that. Okay. You can block your blessing in so many different ways, but if you gave someone something or you loaned someone something, that could be a blessing within itself. You're blocking it if you're spitefully telling that person that you don't want to deal with them because they can't pay it back to you. This is why I said in my last video that when it comes down to my friends, my close friends, I don't loan them money. I don't consider it as a loan. They don't do the same thing to me. What we do is we give it, and when they can pay it back, they pay it back. Unless it's a good amount, and they need it or I really need it or something like that. I need it back. Then we'll ask for it back. That's how we are. But we don't hinder each other. We don't bother each other. That's being totally unfair when you're a friend. You call yourself a friend, or like I said, my friends are my brothers. That means we're very close. So I don't hinder them for any type of money that they owe me. That's not what I do. You know, do I expect them to pay it back? Yeah. If they told me that they were going to pay it back, I expect it. But I don't hinder them because we don't know. And the spiteful thing to do would be for me to say, hey, look, man, give me my money back or I'm cutting you off. We ain't got nothing else to talk about. I can't be that way to anybody. Even if I said that I would, I couldn't do it. Okay. So we need to be careful of that because we can really be blocking our blessing when we be spiteful in that way. All right. For my relationship people, because I always give examples. Um, and let's talk. I always give you an example about myself. All right. So let's do this. Um, recently, I can say this recently, some things happened where um I had to part ways with a lot of things that um were really mine. And reason being is because spitefully, and I'm just saying this, spitefully, I wasn't privileged to the things that were mine. Okay. Um, they were taken away from me. So let me say this to my uh people who are with someone. All right, my people who are in relationships. If your spouse, mate, partner, if they bought you some stuff, then it's theirs. It's yours. It does not belong to the spouse or the partner anymore. It belongs to you. All right. That is considered as Indian giving. Unless you still have, if you, especially if you still have your name on things like that, it belongs to you. Does not belong to them. And for the spouse, the partner that is doing this, that's wrong. That's wrong. One thing that I have never done, all right, and I'm just saying this about me. If I bought you some clothes or um, jewelry, shoes, whatever, you still have those clothes, jewelry, shoes, whatever you have, because I bought that for you. I did not take those things back, and I wouldn't take those things back. The spiteful thing would be to say, I'm taking this because we're not together anymore. That is totally wrong. And I'm telling you, if you're anybody out there that is in a relationship, stop that. Don't do that. You gave it to that person, that belongs to them. It does not belong to you at all. That is totally spiteful just because you can't be with that person anymore or you broke up with that person or anything like that. It's spiteful. That's what it is. Honestly. But another thing it shows is emotional attachment. That's what it shows. So when you do that, it's just showing that uh, you have some type of emotional attachment to it. If you really gave that stuff to that person, then it belongs to them. That's it. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. Taking it is a spiteful thing. All right. So now that I gave my examples, I am going to tell my friends and my people in a relationship how you deal with that and how you continue to keep loving them even after they've done it. For my friends, if you have a situation such as, money issues between you and your friend and, you know, you don't want to be spiteful or they're being spiteful towards you, um, this is how you deal with it. Continue to show that you are the bigger person. Do not allow it to bother you as much as they think it's bothering you. For my friend that you borrowed the money, you allow your friend to borrow the money, you continue to be that bigger person. How do you do that? Continue to love. I'm gonna tell you what you don't do is you don't let them borrow money on top of the money that they already owe you if you feel like you're not gonna get it back. Unless it's an extreme emergency. And instead of you giving them the money, you go and you do it for them. That's how you deal with situations like that. This way you guys won't bump heads anymore. This way you guys won't uh, argue. The friendship um, won't be hindered. They won't block you. You won't block them. It gets messy. You miss all that time for nothing. Trust me, it has happened, even in my life. Okay? So continue to love them. You still be that friend even when they don't want to be a friend, even if they're hiding from you because they owe you that money. Still be that friend. It's so important. I'm tired of people throwing their friendships away over something as petty as that. It's not worth it. You got years of friendship and you're going to throw it away because somebody owe you some money. And I guarantee it's been more people that owe you more than that. And you're holding that one person to. Come on. It's not fair. You know it's not. They know it's not. So I want my people who borrow the money or who loans the money. I want you to be the bigger person. Always. Always remember that. Pray for them. If you pray, pray for them. You tell them how it made you feel, but you don't make them feel like the relationship is over with as far as being friends. Don't do that. That's totally wrong. I would not break up my friendship with any of my brothers over money. It's not going to happen. Okay? For my relationship people, okay? For the person that was done wrong in a situation, if they took your stuff from you after they bought it for you and you can't get it back or they won't give it back to you or whatever, continue to love them as well. Don't be petty about the situation and don't be spiteful to make it even more complicated. If you do that, it gets worse. Even if you're living in the home with this person, continue to love them. Love on them. It will change the situation all within itself. I'm telling you, it works. Stop arguing about the situation because it's not going to make it any better. You do the opposite. I want you to do the opposite. Allow them to continue to be petty. Allow them to continue to be spiteful. But I'm telling y'all this day, I don't want y'all to be spiteful. I want you to change it. And because I'm telling you this, then you know better. If you're watching this video after today, you know better. You know that you do not have to be the one that is going to be on the spiteful end of the situation. That means you can change it today. That's it. If they're going to continue to do things to you and say things to you, um, and they are going to be petty and childish and everything, let them do it. Sometimes you like, what did I tell you before? You gotta, even when it gets bad, www.com. That's real. It's the hardest thing to do because you want to defend yourself at all costs. But I'm gonna tell you something like that. Sometimes defending yourself, the easiest way and the best way to do it is by being quiet. Because it shows I don't need to argue with you because I'm the bigger person. I'm better. I've gotten over it. You don't have to say anything. There's going to be a time when you can say it hurt my feelings. We could have did it in a better way, but you decided to go that way. So I just decided just to fall back, not say anything, but still treat them with kindness. Do not stop doing the things that you do for them. Continue to do it because you will be rewarded for that. They may not have to understand, but you're going to be rewarded for it. Everything that I went through, I am being rewarded for it now. I didn't understand it at all. I look at so many things in so many different ways, and I'm like, I did not understand why, but I'm being rewarded for it. That's why I do this. It's the best thing to do. Did it hurt my feelings? Yeah, it did. Does it hurt sometimes? Maybe. That's how I feel. But it's how and what you do once you're in this situation that is going to determine your outcome. Know that, people. You have to be the bigger person. Stop being spiteful, y'all. Stop it. It does not work. Spite against spite does not work. Somebody has to be the bigger person in this situation. It took me a long time to learn that. But now that I know, I'm like, whew, I'm good. I'd rather be the bigger person because it's nothing else to do. And being I'm being honest and I'm being personal within myself. I have lost a lot last year, and I'm still fighting to be the bigger person. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight. So if I'm not doing it, y'all, and I get people telling me you are so strong and you went through and you're going through and you still standing because I don't let it bother me as much as I did when I first started out. That's that power thing I told y'all about, y'all. I took it back. And now that I have it back, I don't think I want to give it back to anybody. Like, I'm good. When you strong and you stand firm, it's hard. It's hard to give that part to yourself again. Self-worth. We talked about all of this. And that ties into everything leading up to, am I going to be the strong person and the bigger person and not be spiteful? It's leading up to that. So don't be spiteful, y'all. I hate spiteful people. I don't like them at all. It's a very petty situation. It shows that you do not have the control that you thought you had. Because if you did, then you wouldn't have to be spiteful in the first place. So I'm glad that I was able to share this with y'all. I'm glad that you were able to watch. And a little short than usual, but trust me, I will find the time this evening sometime to post another video. And because I definitely want to get back into my relationship things. I have to. There are so many people going through so many things, and I'm so upset that I had to erase those videos the first time because they were helpful, So, if you pray, continue to pray for me. If you don't, continue to keep me in your thoughts. I will be back on. I love you all. Please enjoy your day. God bless.